What a wonderful day. Yes, indeed. Welcome, guys, to Take Your Base. I'm your host, Flav Oriana, brought to you by Four Corners Sports. All right, guys, yes, I'm smiling from ear to ear. Normally, when people get suspended from baseball, especially from a team that I personally root for, I'm not too happy about it. But times have changed, guys. Times have changed. It got dropped this afternoon by Jeff Passan and also John Heyman. Robinson Cano has been suspended for a full calendar year. He's going to miss the entire 2021 season because he tested positive for PEDs. Yes, PEDs. He ended up testing positive. Again, this is the second time. So the first time you get suspended for about 80 games. Second time, you miss the entire season. The third time, you get suspended for life. You can reinstate, but not too many people after that, get reinstated. It's very complicated at that point, but it's not recommended whatsoever. But yeah, so Robinson Cano ends up getting suspended for PEDs. Very, very sad. I mean, this guy was in the latter part of his career. He was, I would say, maybe like a good 2 years away from being done with the sport. He's 38 years old. Didn't have the best year up until last year, and I wonder why. I wonder why you had a really good year. John Heyman, and I'll read you the tweet. Robinson Cano tested positive for a PED. By rules, he'll be banned for the 2021 season since it's his second offense. Cano tested positive for stanozolol. So, stanozolol, it's a performance-enhancing drug. Allowed Robinson Cano to recover quicker, build more muscle, be a little more quicker on his feet, and it showed. It really did show. Now, it sucks for Robinson Cano. This man, he really didn't need to do it. I understand. Look, first of all, nobody should be taking any type of performance-enhancing drug. That stuff is cheating right there. Stuff is cheating. But for Robinson Cano to do it, he's towards the end of his career. This guy, from the time he started with the Yankees up until now, he had, I would say, something arguably, a Hall of Fame career. He got popped once for performance-enhancing drug, I think, in 2018. Got suspended for 80 games. Now him getting popped again for a second time doesn't look good. This right here guarantees that he will not make the Hall of Fame. If players like, a Barry Bonds, who, in my opinion, is the greatest player of all time, and a Roger Clemens, who never tested positive for any type of PED, they were accused of it, still have yet to make the Hall of Fame, had, outrageously great careers. If they're not in the Hall of Fame, what makes you think that Robinson Cano is? So he ruined his chances. This guarantees he's not going to be a player, he's not going to make the Hall of Fame at all. He was one of the better second basemen I've seen in my lifetime. Had great range, had one of the most beautiful bat swings. And now gets popped for it. This guy didn't need to, use PEDs. Now he ends up forfeiting $24 million. Don't know too many people that are able to say, hey, I'm cool with losing $24 million. It's losing $24 million, and it's just, honestly, one of the dumbest things you can possibly do. Do I feel bad for him? Yeah. Look, he's gonna sit out an entire year. Who knows if he's gonna be able to return back with the Mets? Maybe the Mets just buy him out. They release him. They pay him the rest of his contract. This might be the last time we do see Robinson Cano. But right now, the Mets are big winners in Robinson Cano's idiotic, move. By him getting suspended, it opens up tons of possibilities right now. So look, now the Mets have $24 million extra that they could be spending. Now, this makes them, big suitors on trying to get a DJ LeMahieu. Now they can, if they were worried about spending too much money this offseason, they have money for JT Realmuto and a Trevor Bauer. They could make a trade for Francisco Lindor and snag up, all three right now that I just said. JT Realmuto, Trevor Bauer, and DJ LeMahieu. Look, the Mets right now, it's tons of possibilities. Yes, I said in the last video that they're looking to go after Marcell Ozuna. That's still, a possibility right there. You can have, Jeff McNeil going back to second base, which is his best position. Have J.D. Davis go back to third base. You can have Dominic Smith go to left field. You can offer more money into an extension for Michael Conforto. You can do a lot of things right now. Look, this possibly could have been like the best outcome possible for the New York Mets. And John Heyman released a tweet about 4 hours ago. Mets presumably had a big dollar to spend. Now they have more thanks to Cano's ban. LeMahieu and /Ozuna fit better now. Springer, Realmuto still fit. Also need starting pitchers, of course. Should be a wild winter for them. Yes, indeed, John Heyman. It should be a wild winter for the New York Mets. Right now, the New York Mets are dominating the offseason. They're dominating the offseason right now. All right, and they have yet to make any big splash. And he also released another tweet. The Mets are saving the 2021 salary of Robinson Cano, who did not appeal. However, assumably he can stay clean while out for a full year. He can still return at the beginning of the 2022 season at age 39. At age 39, he would still have 2 more years left in his contract, which would be $48 million. So I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like the Mets might part ways with Robinson Cano and just pay him his $48 million, but just to lose $24 million is so much money. And look, this is mind you, this is the contract that he signed with Seattle. Remember, he wanted to go after big money. He wanted to go after big money. The Yankees were offering him 7 years. The Mariners were offering him 10. The Yankees, I think, offered him a little bit more annually, but he wanted the more secure. He wanted more years for security purposes. And look at the Yankees now. They possibly made the best decision. I mean, they made an idiotic move that offseason because they scrambled to get Jacoby Ellsbury, and look what happened. So, Robinson Cano, man, I don't know. What made you think on taking Stelozo, or I can't even repronounce that drug again, but you just blew your chances of getting into Cooperstown, man. You blew your chances. You had a chance. This time, by you getting popped, you definitely blew your chances. So I'm just really wondering, what are the Mets gonna do? What's Steve Cohen gonna do? I know Sandy Alderson released a statement, something around the ballpark of like it was unfortunate, these ramifications that ended up happening. Look, Sandy, you don't need to lie. It's not unfortunate. Now you have more spending money right now. I'm curious to see what big splashes they're gonna do. Look, if I'm the Yankees right now, I'm worried. I'm worried that DJ LeMahieu might go to Flushing. I'm worried that he might not want to play for the Bronx. He declined that qualifying offer. Mets look slowly but surely. They look like they're gonna be a powerhouse. And they're gonna just take everyone's best players. Oh, what a day to be a Mets fan! What a day! What is off season so far? But look, as for anything else, we will have to wait and see as for what's going to happen with the Mets. What are they gonna do with that extra $24 million? Robinson Cano, hang tight, dude. Try not to spend too much, because what's it called? You just lost the whole salary right there. As for that, look, that's gonna conclude this little special, this bonus of Take Your Base. I'm your host, Flavo Rihanna. I really had to get this little mini audio out of the way, and I will keep you guys updated through Twitter, all right? And follow us at Four Corner Sports NY on Twitter, and I'll talk to you guys soon. hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll talk to you guys later. Peace, guys. Have a good one.